Got a real bone to pick with the Disney parks. Has anyone been to Disneyland lately? Is anyone paying attention? Is anyone's eyes open to see what is going on? There are two skeleton boys right now wandering around Disney California Adventure, and one of them looks like the king of all skeletons, and the other one looks like an alien overlord that's about to slurp my brains through my skull. It's time to take this to costume court. It's Ernesto versus Jack. Winner takes all. The bones, because they're skeletons. But first, I just want to say thanks for watching, and please hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, come check out some of our new adventures with Kenny and I over at our fun new vlog, Please Stop Vlogging. And hey, I'm on TikTok and Twitch now, so come on, head over to DisneyDan.com for plenty of fun. Or help support the channel by joining our Patreon. Overall, for the past 20 years, we've had a Jack Skellington meet and greet that we have been willfully suspending our disbelief to ignore that giant latex seam that runs around the performer's mouth, just grateful to have this iconic Halloween spirit in the parks. In fact, I love this Facebook post that Disneyland put up with clearly hyping a very photoshopped Jack Skellington, and then the first comment is a photo, is someone sharing this photo. Look at this thing. Yikes. One of these things is not like the other. The mask of Jack Skellington bizarrely looks like Jack is trying to eat almost every performer's head who wears the mask. Almost like a spooky Kirby, you know, he just like sucks him right up in there. This poor performer, the only thing that's left is his chin and mouth hanging out of the bottom of Jack's gaping maw. Seriously, now that I've told you this, you'll never be able to unsee Jack Skellington slurping up all the cast members that's wearing the mask.
Welcome, please come on into the parade.
But this year at the Oogie Boogie Bash, everything changed. Disney handed me a brand new villainous skeletal meet and greet, Ernesto de la Cruz. Ernesto is perfection. It's just mwah, mwah. But skeletons don't have lips, so they can't do this. Do you understand? This is exactly what I want from theme parks. It's elevated immersion that leaves you just full of wonder. The costume is like a magic show. Seriously, you sit there and you're just like, how are they doing this? How did they do this? How does this work so well? I don't know when the last time you watched the Coco movie, but Ernesto's design is just so beautiful and simple. It's a human skeleton. Big robust jaw, high cheekbones, bold brow, normal hairline, but most importantly, his face is angular and defined like a human skull is. Jack, on the other hand, is way more abstract. He's like through the spooky lens of Tim Burton kookiness, you know? Like, Tim Burton just wakes up in the middle of the night and draws circles and calls it art. So let's talk about how the Ernesto mask works. Now, I've dug a lot into this, and I've tried to find out who made it and give credit where credit's due, but quite honestly, good Lord, Disney, man, if you do anything for Disney, they sign you NDAs and you're just terrified to talk about anything you've created. So, you know, there are some really good, hardworking special effects makeup artists behind this look, and I don't know what their names are. I do, but they're shrouded in secrecy. But I have watched enough of the hit competitive makeup special effects show Face Off to give a pretty solid educated guess about how this mask works and how it's applied. And I come with examples. Hey, remember that little movie, Captain America, the First Avenger, and the amazing villain portrayed by Hugo Weaving, Red Skull? Now, in the movie, they CGI'd his nose out, but if we forget what beautiful movie CGI there was and look at behind the scenes of the makeup, what you see is effectively how this makeup is applied to Ernesto. There's openings in a full latex mask that exposes his eyes, the tip of his nose, and his entire mouth. Then all those pieces are carefully glued to the face and then layered in with airbrushed paint. But it's not just big, high-budget Marvel movies that can make this happen. Honestly, just scroll through TikTok for a couple minutes, searching special effect makeup, and you'll see tons of amazing examples of both makeup and masks that really showcase how the mechanics of this makeup work. There's even this really beautiful cosplay Ernesto that was posted well over a year ago that really shows a DIY replica of the park's version. The same sort of composition with a visible nose, mouth, eyes, with a large jaw piece and a brow piece connected into a wig and hat. There's a really good video out there from Attraction Magazine that gets a really tight zoom in of Ernesto's face. That, combined with a couple other photos of Ernesto floating around social media, you can really piece together exactly how this makeup is applied. Check this out, I'm gonna John Madden it now. I'm gonna go into the computer, I'm gonna use my pointers and stuff. So the performer wears a cowl, like a big black turtleneck lycra thing, He just has a blank palette underneath him. You can see it around his neck. Then the makeup is applied as a solid face mask and then glued in 3 separate places. It's glued around his eyes, on the bridge of his nose, and around his mouth, with the mustache forming a perfect hidden seam. So I put the makeup into Photoshop and I just erased out all the human skin to kind of give you an example of what is fake on the face and what is real and how the mask is carefully glued around. They throw in a pair of dentures which helps bake out his lips a little bit, make him a little bit more skeletal. All in all, it's really nice. The high cheekbones and the big jaw piece leave a big gaunt area in the normal fleshy part of the face. But when you start to really look closely, you really see the mechanics of how the mask works. Over here, we've got a little bit of a mesh area where the performer can hear through. You can actually make out the elastic that's baked into the latex of the chin piece that straps on to the performer's chin so that the whole mask moves fluidly with his face as he does. And boy, all these up-close pictures, you can really make out the beautiful skull detailing that they put into this character. I mean, my gosh, isn't this thing beautiful? There's actually this one really great photo that highlights the Ernesto makeup falling off just a little tiny bit here at the bottom. And because of the separation of the seam, you can really make out where the mouthpiece of this mask is. But again, remember, this is just a human skull of a Pixar character, which is a spooky thing to say.
Salud.
You've got a friend in me.
So, what are we gonna do with this alien boy? How do we even begin to bring the abstract German expressionism of Tim Burton into the real world? Well, for that, I turn to the cosplayers. God bless all of you cosplayers. So we can start by just getting rid of the performer's chin. Let's round out the face. Let's just start there. This doesn't look terrible. The proportions are a little off, sure, but at least I get to stare at that big round noggin as God intended. TikTok has a couple of really great cosplayers, but I want to call out Nick Vincent Barbara for his really fun Jack Skellington cosplay. He did this really fun thing where he took a Halloween latex mask and he layered on some white fabric on the back of it, which rounds out the whole silhouette. He's got these really great fun long spooky finger things, and I think it works. Honestly, it's an articulated Jack Skellington mask, and you plus this up, spit it and shine it with a little Imagineering magic, and I think you've got something good going. A great way to fix the proportions of that giant round masked head is stilts. Boy, add stilts to a Jack Skellington costume and bing bang boom. Yeah, you've got a big giant Jack Skellington. Look at the movies. He's so much taller than Santa Claus, and I am roughly the size of Santa Claus, which would imply that someone on stilts proportionately would look like a Jack Skellington to me. Got a round head. Now we got stilts. There's truly only one other thing we can do to plus this baby up. And that's my favorite. It's the one truly blessed form of art, puppetry. That puppet Jack Skellington for the fireworks of the Halloween show is so gosh darn good, it like changed my life. He was my skeleton Jesus. Why isn't this puppet just more readily available in the parks? Put him in the parades. Give me a meet and greet spot that's nice and dark, well lit with black lights, that's draped accordingly so that some puppeteers can just have some fun with this gigantic Jack Skellington that I could interact with. It's just so perfect. He just looks so good for us not to be utilizing him. And just stop, Disney, with the whole immersion thing. Oh, what are we gonna do with exposed roller coaster tracks? Just let us see the puppeteers. We don't care. Finding Nemo works out great. Dress the puppeteers in pinstripe suits for all we care. We don't care. Just give us this puppet. This puppet is beautiful. There's puppets on TikTok right now where people have just taken Spirit Halloween Jack Skellington animatronics and cut them up, and they all look so good. They look so convincing. To wrap up, Your Honor, or perhaps I'm the honor, and you're just the jury.
Listen up, jury.
As I have proven to you, we just need to abandon Makeup Jack. It's a disservice to all of us, to one and all. Get rid of this Mulder and Scully alien Jack Skellington, and instead let us embrace the puppetry of it all, and give Jack a more rounded, grounded, skinny boy look. Because Ernesto is too blessed. We are simply too blessed with this makeup to allow this travesty to go on any further. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you met Jack Skellington? I'm about to meet him on the Wish, and you get a nice up-close look. And be sorely disappointed now because I've seen Ernesto in this. I've seen him. I've seen Ernesto. It's truly a gift. Well, there you go, folks. Thanks for watching. As always, you can find me across all of the social medias, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, and of course our vlog, Please Stop Vlogging, where Kenny is encouraging everyone to please stop vlogging along with me. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful, spoopy Halloween season. I will now because I've seen Ernesto, but hopefully we can get a better Jack by next Halloween. Let's make it happen. Kenny suggests that this Jack Skellington, in fact, is working because it's so awful that it terrifies my core, and he's not wrong. But is that art? What's this? What's this? Bad makeup everywhere. What's this? Ernesto's got great hair. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Dad. This isn't fair. What's this?